A very good morning to you too, Alicia. So far, the morning is slowly but surely progressing quite eventfully. I must make mention that in the early hours of this morning, there was very bad weather. It was raining, but it didn't seem to dampen the spirits of the maidens. They kept on rehearsing, they kept on dancing, they kept on celebrating. It seemed like their spirits remained high despite the bad weather. But now it seems like it has at least done us justice. It has at least pardoned us and showed us mercy, because the rain has stopped and the maidens are preparing to go down and collect their reeds to come up and to present them to the Zulu King. Today's proceedings are expected to go accordingly, and one of the dignitaries that are expected to be present is the Etegwini Mayor, Mamukumete, is our Etegwini Premier, Baba Senzo Mukunu, who is going to be accompanying the Zulu King, Inkosi King Zwelithini, as the maidens come to present their reeds. I must make mention that the situation as well as the mood, it seems like the maidens are quite excited, and also there's about over 20,000 women present here. Some of the issues that are going to be discussed and are going to be addressed as the day progresses are issues around what we've just mentioned, Alicia, issues around the defected vehicles that were transporting some of our maidens today towards Enyogeni Reed Palace. But we must also make mention some of the cases we've seen in the past where there was an issue where the maidens lost their lives along the way due to some of the defects of some of the buses. And we also must mention of the fact that there was also an issue where there was someone who was spotted around the maidens for just very unruly and illegal purposes, who was suspected of being a pedophile. So there is a high contingent of police to make sure that in as much as it is a matter of celebration, in as much as it is a matter of celebrating and rejuvenating some of the values that some of the girls are coming through and are carrying through as part of this process, they are guaranteed of their safety.
Sbongakonke, I mean, do tell us, we can see that the king has already arrived in the background there, but maybe just paint us a picture as to why this is such a significant ritual.
Particularly this year, Alicia, we must make mention that this is the 32nd installment of the Reed Dance, and King Zwelithini is celebrating 45 years in December as the reigning king, as well as the Zulu kingdom is celebrating 200 years of the United Nations. So this is quite a special occasion, and it's also a way of reinforcing, particularly reinforcing some of the values that the maidens carry through, because now we have to make mention of the fact that this is not just a process of just re-evaluating their virginity, but it's also a matter of pride, a matter of reassuring their culture, and a matter of respect, a respect for self, respect for their leadership, as well as respect for the future they prepare and prospect for themselves.
Sbongakonke, I mean, a quick one before I let you go there. I mean, what have the maidens been saying to you? As you've just mentioned, rightfully so, it is Heritage Month, and of course they are getting in touch with their culture.
Though some of them were too busy dancing and jubilating, but some of the girls that we've spoken to were highly excited to begin with, and some of them are encouraging those who might not have been able to come here, encouraging them that for next year's installment they must make sure that they do not join them and come to celebrate their virginity, celebrate their self-respect, and celebrate their culture, because it might be mentioned that with some of the social ills that are seriously embedded on our youth, they highly encourage their peers to come and be part of such processes, because it leads them to greener pastures.
Thank you so much to Sbongakonke Mbatha there. She's joining us from KwaNongoma, where the annual Reed Dance is taking place.